Hey guys, this is a subject I've talked about before, and this being the three levels of entrepreneurship. I know a lot of people want to go down the road of entrepreneurship. My biggest thing, and I make videos about this before, and I say it all the time, the most important thing with entrepreneurship, you need to know how you are. And with going to those three levels of entrepreneurship, um, what I always kind of base it on when you want to do a particular business, and like I said, assessing, knowing how you are, most people, I would say 80% of entrepreneurs fall in what I call level one of entrepreneurship. That's when they moonlighting with a business. You still use a business. You want, but you have this anchor of a job. You got solid income coming in from your place of employment, but you may be doing something on the side, maybe cutting grasses. You may be selling certain food, jewelry, things like that. But it's a side income you got coming in and everything, but the risk is limited outside of maybe some of the supplies you got to actually do the actual side business, but you still have the main anchor being your place of employment, right? And I think that's probably 80% of all entrepreneurs, that's what they do. Get your LLC, maybe get your tax ID number stuff, well, so you can file some of that stuff on your taxes. But most have that anchor of the job there and have limited risk in regards to actually getting the business started, right? Then you have level two. Level two is a little bit more advanced in regards to people still have that anchor of the job in, but they've taken a little bit more risk in regards to the doing the business. And what I mean by that, they've actually did something that can cause them more harm on their personal side. That being, they've actually got a lease. They maybe have still had a job. They open up a salon or a barber shop or maybe a bakery or something like that, and they've got a lease. They want to get into real estate and they went and got a mortgage on a rental property or something like that. Still got an anchor of the job. So if things don't work out, they can still maybe pull from the job income and personal finance to help with that, but they've incurred a larger amount of risk. The third one being, and this is just straight up 100% entrepreneurship. There is no side income. That pretty much everything that you do with your with that particular business, that's all the income you have, and it's extremely frightening, extremely dangerous. That's where I fall in. I'm about. Then some people call me extremely crazy. You have a lot of freedom, but you have a whole lot of risk and a whole lot of dangers with doing that. With doing it. What I will say is, and this go back with what I mentioned first, nothing wrong with either with none of them, right? I think what you have to do is be realistic of how you are, your risk tolerance, your actual capital that you have to put in your business, your family life at home. Do you have the type of family situation where you have a spouse or children? Everybody can be okay with the different levels that you may things you want to go in. Again, your risk tolerance. What I meant by how much risk you can take without kind of maybe getting frightened or nutting up, your discipline level. Do you know if you guys can do things over and over and over again? How you feel as far as delayed gratification? Can you put certain things in place and be patient while everything falls into place? Uh, those kind of things really determines where you can fall in those particular levels, right? Definitely, even also like say job situation. Okay, do you got steady income with coming in? Is it stable or unstable and things like that? All that kind of thought process need to be taken into consideration before you want to do any kind of business, even if it's level one with the minimal amount of risk associated with it. Always kind of figure out how you're built. Again, it's not a right or wrong, but I think that personal assessment will help you out in a long way where it doesn't, the business that you want to try to do doesn't affect other stuff in your life that can really devastate you, i.e. your family, i.e. your personal finances, i.e. your health. So you need to be very, very careful about. But that's just a little quick information I want to just give you guys in regards to those three level entrepreneurships to have a good idea of, being able to assess yourself to see where you fall in place with everything. For more great information just like that, go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. Take care of yourself. Talk with you soon.